Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing freestyle paint pouring. Don't know if you guys have tried this or not, but it's quite fun. You just kind of sling some paint around and it looks wonderful. You gotta like that. Here I just put down a base layer of white, and then I poured a puddle of white just so it would flow when I put the color on it. I mix my paints with floetrol only. So the way I do it is I'll get a solo cup and I'll put 250 grams of floetrol and then about 70 grams of paint. And the amount of paint you use, it depends on what brand, of course, because the thicker the paint, the less paint you're going to need. So what I decided to do on this one was to make a purple, like different shades of purple, freestyle type painting, just to see, a lot of people, a lot of the artists that do these use primary colors only, from yellow to purple or black, all the primary colors is usually what they use. And I've done that many times, but I decided to see what one looked like with just a few different shades. So I went with purple. And so I mixed my cups up of the different color shades of purple, and I will link all that down in this description. I will explain all the colors that I used. So I'll just get an empty cup and start layering my colors. And just be careful how you layer, because one of the biggest things that you try to avoid in freestyle paint pouring is your colors turning muddy. Well, I guess that's something that you try to avoid in any technique in acrylic pouring, but I put a layer of white in between several of these colors just because I was paranoid that it would turn muddy. So this was just totally freestyle. I was just back and forth like in a maybe kind of like a figure 8, and then I just went nutty pouring it around. I wasn't absolutely crazy about how this came out. It looked okay, I guess, but I'm so picky, and I don't know if you guys are on your paintings or your own paintings, but I don't know what it was about it. I thought it needed something else, but I wanted to show you the entire video, like how I did this, and then I didn't like it, and so I just painted right back over it, just so you know you can do that. I know when I first started, I was like, oh no, and I would just get a new canvas, and so I learned the hard way that you can paint back over. Now sometimes you can, sometimes you can't, but with freestyle you can. So I'm stretching this out here, and one of the things to remember when you're stretching, when you're tilting the paint out on your canvas, is don't over tilt, because I've done that a zillion times. Is that a number? Zillion? No. Billion maybe? I have done it a lot. Over tilting. And it looked better before you went crazy and tilted practically all the paint off. So when you tilt to one corner, just try to bring your paint back to the middle before you go to your next corner. That's a good rule to go by. So I did this, and it was okay, but I said, nah, I want to paint back over it. So this is exactly what I did. So I just sat it down, and what I decided I would do was to maybe add some blue in there with the purple. So here I am starting over. I mixed up some, I think, ultramarine blue and turquoise, 2 extra colors, and then I started again. I don't know, it just seemed like it was missing something, or maybe it was just too much purple. I don't know. But what I did was I poured another puddle of white because I didn't really want it to mix with the old colors I just put on. And then I just layered my cup again. If you guys have not subscribed, let me just say this really quick, to my channel, please do. You wouldn't want to miss these lovely videos. And hit the notification bell so you won't miss a one. It would be awful. Okay, so I usually try to fill my cup pretty much to the top. You want to have enough paint. I've done it in the past where you don't have enough. You can't even tilt it off because there's not enough paint in your cup. So just make sure you put enough in there for the size canvas you're using. So here I am filling it up to the top, and like I said, I use 250 milligrams of floetrol and about 70, I say milligrams, I say this every video, but I do not mean that, 250 grams, I go by grams, and then about 70 grams of paint. And you don't use all that unless you have a huge canvas. But the reason I do it is to have leftover just for this reason. In case you don't like it, you can go right back and you don't have to mix paint again. So the only thing I had to do was mix the blues, the turquoise and the blue, to go with this. So I put a puddle of white down, and I kind of stretched it out so I could just put my new design over the top. And to me, the blue really helped a lot. I mean, it just looked better to me. And blue pretty much helps anything. We all love blue, right? The turquoise came through, and to me it looked a lot better. So, and then you just stretch it out again. It's a lot easier too if you have to paint over something. You got so much paint on there, it tilts very easily. But I liked the addition of the blue here. It just seemed to work. It gave it a little more color. It wasn't too much purple. To me, it seemed like before it was. So, there's some great artists, out there that do the freestyle. But most of them don't speak in their videos, which I guess you don't have to. But I just thought I'd give you guys a video to talk you through mixing your paint. Just like I said, when you're tilting, just pay attention to what's in the center and what you want to be the center of your painting when you're tilting as well. But I always tilt off and try to go back to the center at least a little bit before you go to the other side. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. This video is not very long, but I wanted you to see both paintings. You may like the other one better. I don't know. But I just decided it needed some blues. But I thought it turned out pretty cool. And I hope y'all do too. So I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching. And I will see you in the next video. And what's coming up in just a second, I just kind of did a little short video just to go across it to show you what it looked like. But I thought it was pretty cool. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.